Assalamu alaikum. Hello, grade 5. We are going to continue our math lessons, and today's lesson is reflection. Well, to understand about the reflection, we need first to remember that there are three basic geometric transformations. That's what we said in the last video. What was the three basic geometric transformations? The first one was the reflection. And as we said before, it is like to flip the figure or to reflect a figure across a line. Translation is the second one. Translation was to slide the figure or moving the figure in a certain direction along a line. And the last one was rotation, which means to turn the shape, turning the figure around a point with a certain angle. Today's topic will be the reflection only. About the reflection. Reflection across the line. What is the meaning of this? A reflection of a figure across the line produces a mirror image, which means the reflection is like standing in front of a mirror and seeing your reflected image. Well, first thing that we are going to learn about in the reflection is the image of a point by reflection across a line. In our math notebook, we can see squares like these. If we drew in the middle a straight line, let's call it L. We have 3 points, one of them on the right of the line, and the other one on the left, and the third one is on the line itself. Well, here he is asking me to find the image of every point by reflection across the line L. To do this, we need first to know how far is every point from the line. For example, if we started with D, we need to know how far it is from the line L. In any direction? No. It's supposed to be perpendicular, the perpendicular lines, which means to be able to find the image of the point, first we need to draw a perpendicular line from the point D itself to the line L, like this. Then we have to count how far is the point from the line L. Just count the squares that you have. 1, 2, 3, 4. Point D is far away from the straight line L by 4 squares. To find its image, we are going to move the same number of squares from the other side. 1, 2, 3, 4, which means the image of the point D by reflection across the line L is supposed to be here. So this one is going to be the image of D or D dash. Next one, we have here point S. We are going to make the same steps. First, just draw a perpendicular line. Second, count how many squares at the point S far away from L. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So the point S is far away from the straight line L by 5 squares. Let's count it to the right side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This one is supposed to be the place of the image of a point S by reflection across the line L, S dash, or the image of S. What about the point C? Point C is already on the straight line L, which means its image is not far away from the straight line L, which means its point is going to be the same place. Image of C is going to be C dash, or the same C in the same place. From here, we can notice this. The image of point D by reflection across the line L is D dash, and the image of point S by reflection across line L is S dash. But if D doesn't belong to L, then L bisects the perpendicular segment DD dash, which means L is directly in the middle between D and D dash. If C belongs to L, like what you can see here, then C dash coincides on C. They are same in the same place. Second thing that we are going to learn is the image of a line segment by reflection across a line. The line segment consists of 2 points. It is like getting the image of 2 points instead of 1. First, we are going to take the point A. To get the image of the point A by reflection across the line L, just draw a perpendicular line, then count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. To the left side, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. So here is going to be the image of A or A dash. The same thing we are going to make it to the second point, which is P. Draw a perpendicular line and count 1, 2, 3. To the left side, 1, 2, 3. Here is going to be image of P or P dash. Like this, we got the image of the 2 points. Now we can join them together to get A dash and B dash. The image of the line segment AB is going to be A dash, B dash in the other side. We are going to make the same thing to the line segment CD. First, D. Instead of drawing all the perpendicular, we can just count it. 1, 2, 3. So the image of D in the left side is going to be 1, 2, 3. Exactly here. The image of D or D dash. We are allowed to do this only if we have this squared paper. If we don't have it, we must draw the perpendicular line. What about C? From the last slide, C is on the reflection line. The image of C is going to be the same. Like this, we can join D dash and C to get the reflection of CD. First, we made the image of a point. The second is the image of the line segment. And the third is going to be the image of a geometrical figure by reflection across a line. As you see, any figure consists of number of points. We can deal with this as the points. But here we have 3 points, so we are going to find the image of 3 points. The first point here is A. Draw the perpendicular line and count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. So A is far away from the reflection line L by 7 squares. In the other side, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Here it is, the image of A. Second is B. Draw the perpendicular line and count 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. So here it is, image of B. The third point C. Draw the perpendicular line 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. From the other side, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Image of C. Like this, we got the 3 images of the 3 points. Here, you can join them together to get the image of the figure itself. So the image of the triangle ABC is going to be the triangle A dash, P dash, and C dash in the other side. We are going to practice more by this. Find the image of the following figures by reflection across L. Let's find it one by one. Let's start with point A. A is far away from the reflection line L by 1, 2, 3. 3 squares. 1, 2, 3. Here it is. Image of A. What about P? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. The other side? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Here it is. Image of P. C? 1, 2, 3. The other side? 1, 2, 3. The image of C is supposed to be here. For D, it is located on the line, on the reflection line, so it doesn't have any image. Its image is supposed to be coincide to itself. The same D. Image of A, image of B, image of C, and the same D. Join them together to find the reflected figure. The next one, A, B, C, D. at the rectangle. One by one, start by point A. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's far away from the reflected line L by 5 squares. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. So the image of A is here. After A, let's take the point D. It is far away from the reflected line L by only 1 square. So it's going to be also far away from the other side by only 1 square. So here, image of D. Then B, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. From the other side, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Here is the image of B. The last point is C. So it's far away by only 1 square. It's going to be far away by only 1 square. So the image of C. Image of A, image of B, image of C, image of D. After this, you can just connect them together to find the image of the rectangle itself. Next question. Determine the image of each figure by reflection across L. The first figure that we have here is like a right-angled triangle. ABC. We need to find the image of this triangle across the line L. As you see, A doesn't have any image, or its image is supposed to be itself, as it's located on the line itself. And the same thing to the point C, as it's also located on the line L. So the only image that we are going to find is the image of point P. How far it is? 1, 2, 3. From the other side, 1, 2, 3. This one supposed to be image of P or B dash. B dash, A, and C is going to give me the image of the triangle. Next one, ACPD. The point A is on the line L, point C is on the line L, so we are going to start with D. 1, 2, it is far away from the reflection line L by only 2 squares, so 1, 2. This image is going to be far away from the reflected line L by 2 squares. D dash or image of D. P, 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 squares. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 square. The place of image of point P. Here it is. After this, we can join the point together to find the reflected image of the figure. By looking at these two figures, we can find out some important remarks. From this figure, you can find out that A, B dash, and C is the image of the triangle ABC by reflected across the line L. But we can say A, P, P dash is also a big triangle, but the line L here as an axis of symmetry. Do you remember the axis of symmetries? We said we are going to use it in the reflection. From here we can notice that to draw the image of a given figure by reflection across the line L, the distance between any point of the figure and the axis of symmetry is equal to the distance of the image and the axis of symmetry but on the other side, which means the original point P and the reflected point for it P dash, both of them are far away from the axis of symmetry L by 3 squares. And if point A belongs to axis of symmetry L, then its image coincides on the point itself. As you see, the image of A is the same A, and the image of C also is the same C, as both of them are located on the axis of symmetry L, or the reflected line L. Like this, we have finished our math lesson for today. I hope you are enjoying our videos. Thank you for watching grade 5. See you next time.